bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he dumps it off to Blow. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. It's the... Play action. Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 20. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Hey, 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Working left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Oh, he stays up. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20. Good. Waiting.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a toss play to Blunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play action. It's Ryan. Roll it. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Tannehill now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 20.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll begin here with Blunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Ryan. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 54 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan. And that's complete to Walford. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Blunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Right back to him on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now blood. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, Tuesday.
On third down, Ryan. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And that was a nice catch. And if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tiger. Set. At 20. Tight right. Deuce.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping the short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sproles. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Ryan on second down. Dumps off to Powell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Smith catches left side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the row.
Touchdown, Giants! Traquan Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tuesday.
They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Tight right.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Tannehill, and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Zebra. Waiting. Here you go, Tiger. Hey, 20. Go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Ryan. Looking deep now for Amendola. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Go! Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go, get set.
Here's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tannehill going to throw it. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
50, 50. Hey, 20.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, 20.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing now, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Clay. Check. Look. Here you go, Tiger. Clay.
Now Tannehill. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
He'll get it up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll be back home.